John Felice, what would you say is the best way to develop character traits?
Okay, so the best way to develop character traits is to stop seeing them as traits and see them as skills. And so what we want to do is have a desired behavior in a specific condition, and that creates a character trait. And character traits in and of themselves are difficult for people to understand because they're usually a variety of skills that get bucketed, kind of like that mechanism thing I was saying earlier. And so if I say, I want to be more patient, patient might have a number of skills underneath of it. Now, patience in and of itself is figuring out what to do in the meantime. But I might also mean when I say patient, if I am in traffic to not get angry, I will just figure out something else to do in the meantime, right? If I want to be whatever, like basically you have to define the term and then think about all the sub behaviors that in your mind create or fit inside of that bucketed term. And then you get laser pointed on what is the condition that I don't act that way. And then when that condition presents itself again, how do I want to behave? And then that just comes from practice and evidence. And so it's like I fib a lot, or like I'll tell you one that I had to work on. So I had a coworker a couple of years ago tell me, he's like, there's like Alex numbers, and he's like, you're optimistic. So like you're like, oh, we're always like, I'm always thinking about like the best split test or like the best case scenario for like funnel metrics or whatever. And he's like, so I always have to downgrade what your numbers are. And I was like, that sucks. I don't want people to have to downgrade my shit. And so that's why state the facts and tell the truth has become a huge mantra in terms of my marketing, is that I just want everything to be to the fucking decimal, period. That's it. That's where it's at. That is current state. And so every time I had an opportunity where I'm like, oh, I'm about to state numbers, instead of saying rounding up or saying like, this is what it could be if we made a couple of these changes, I say, this is what it is. These are the facts. And then that has allowed, like, I haven't gotten that piece of feedback in, years since then. But that was something that I was trying to fix with myself. Now, what was the character trait there? Honesty. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, it depends how you want to bucket it, or exaggeration or whatever. But just think about the specific condition and the bucket of behaviors that you want that in your mind create that trait.
This clip was taken inside of the Skool Games, which is literally free to join. So if you want to talk to AlexHormozi live every week, then click the link in the description and join right now.
54.1% of people who start a paid community in Skool make money. Yes, you heard that right.